I'm Bhavin, and I'm going to try and demo what we've done with iBooks Author, which is the free ebook authoring application that Apple released around a year and a half ago. Currently, this only permits you to make interactive ebooks for the iPad, but we're working on a technology solution that will permit us to author these books and publish them on multiple platforms, including books that are viewable within the browser. So essentially, anybody with a computer could view them either online or offline. So I'm just going to open up the iBooks application on my iPad. The book that we created, or the sample that we created, is on the top left. So I'm just going to tap that book open. iBooks Author allows you to create fairly interesting and well-designed layouts and use images and text quite nicely. As an example, in this one we've used photographs from a women's clinic in Rajasthan that we thought might have some relevance to the content and which might also lead to interesting conversations in the classroom. Your text is fairly responsive, so for example, double tapping a word will allow you to search for its meaning in the inbuilt dictionary search on the web or Wikipedia. Notes, highlights, so on and so forth are all available, so students can create their own notes by chapter and store them as well. You can create all sorts of annotations. So far, what we've seen with the text is something that you might expect on a standard ebook on, for example, a Kindle as well, which is that you can work with text and images. But EPUB 3, which is the standard that iBooks Author is trying to push, allows you to embed more things within your content. So for example, we could also embed a video within the book. You could either put the whole file in there, or you could link to a video on YouTube, as I did there, but that file unfortunately isn't available anymore. Anyway, that keeps the file size light, allows you to access open materials elsewhere. In addition, you can embed quizzes at different sections in your ebook. These could be multiple choice questions, these could be mix and match, choosing images, so on and so forth. And you can also put in free-form boxes, which means that you could have descriptive or lengthier responses that students could put in and which then get emailed to an email address that is designated earlier. So this could be the teacher in a course, this could be the author of a book, so on and so forth. Moving on from there, here's a few more samples. We got this as a simple Word document, and converting it from a regular Word document into an interactive ebook like this is just really simple. You just copy paste your entire text and then drag and drop your images, you drag and drop your videos, you create quizzes and interactions on the fly. iBooks Author also allows you to embed HTML widgets, which means that with a little bit of coding you can call data from different websites, as an example, or you could create a little puzzle or any sort of interaction. You could embed, for example, 3D objects and ask people to assemble them. In line with your text, you could say that, for example, the current rate of inflation is X, and X can have an HTML5 widget embedded in it, which calls the data from, let's say, a Reserve Bank website or anywhere else on the web that you want it to. So here's an example of a YouTube video that's embedded within the book itself. You could show students a video here and then have a quiz as a follow-up to that as well. Essentially, as I'd mentioned, since it allows you to code your own widgets and embed them, the field's really wide open and one could do all sorts of interesting things with this. So this video works, thankfully. Right, so as I said, currently this is only on the iPad, but we're working to try and figure out how to get this onto your browser and across multiple platforms. And of course, we're committed to creating materials that are easily shareable, easily remixable, and easily contextualized. What that means is that we would license these materials under an Open Educational Resources license, or a CC, a Creative Commons license. We would make source files available so that educators in other parts of the country or other parts of the world even could pick those source files up, modify them as they think fit, add or remove a chapter, change text around, and so on, and hopefully share that in the comments again. So that's our sample ebook on iBooks Author. Thank you. Speak to you guys soon.